Photos, photos?
Yeah.
I know.
What the
And Chris, stay right there. Mr. Pratt. On your right, sir. On your right.
Just one more time on your right. Catherine, Chris.
And right in front of you, please. And Mr.
That smile, sir.
And Bradley.
Bradley, straight ahead, sir.
Karen, all the way to the left. And Karen, that beautiful smile one more time. Karen, on your right, please. Looking back. And right here. Pom, looking on your left, please. Pom, looking on your right, please. Sir.
And then, can I get you in the front?
And right next smile.
Right in front of there.
Turn your body this way for a second. There you go, my friend.
Hey, look over that shoulder, Vin.
Oh, let's see that. Let's see that. Quill.
Well, one time right in front of you, sir.
And Sean, straight ahead. And Maria, just to your right, please.
Nathan, right back right now. Stay with me, Nate.
Right there. Is there a smile in there?
Elizabeth. Straight ahead, Elizabeth. Judy, let's stand. Judy, right in front. No, sir.
Back your purse. Back up and straight to the right here. And just looking to your right.
Window.
See straight ahead.
Michael Sato.
Michael, to your left, Michael.
And
Smile. Nico.
one time.
Thank you, sir.
Beautiful smile. Hold that over that shoulder one time. There you go. Big smile. James, right here, Mr. Gunn.
See the front.
Right down here, James. There you go.
How about a little smile there? Thank you.
Got a cast member, cast member.
And looking straight ahead, please. Dominic, just to the right here. Little smile again. Elizabeth, can we go over the shoulder?
At the front. There we go. Let's see a nice head shot. There we go.
One more time right here, guys. Seth, right here. Gentlemen, one more time right here, please. And Bob, Jennifer, one more this way.
Give it up for Will Poulter, Maria Bakalova, Chukwudi Iwuji, Sean Gunn, Pom Klementieff, Karen Gillan, Bradley Cooper, Vin Diesel, and Chris Pratt.
Start the movie. I know you guys have been waiting for a while, but I just want to say to all of you here, this has been the most marvelous journey.
Of a good love, when we're all alone.
Enjoy the movie.
All right, everyone, the time has finally come. Put those cell phones away, sit back, relax, and enjoy the world premiere of Marvel Studios' Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
Man, I've been looking forward to tonight for so long. The
world premiere. For us, this is the first time I'll have seen the movie in its entirety. I've been intentionally waiting for tonight to be surrounded by my friends, my family's here at the Dolby Theater in Los Angeles. This is what it all comes down to. It's our night to celebrate, that you can feel the excitement amongst me and all our friends and the cosplayers here, but also having traveled around the world, from around the world. People are really excited for this movie. Yeah, 10 years, the final chapter of an extraordinary journey, the turning of a page, and truly the end of an era.
It was incredible. You know, we circumnavigated the entire globe. I don't know if I've ever done that before, but it was wild and amazing and so cool to just like get to meet all of these fans from all different parts of the planet, and everyone is brought together by, you know, this Marvel movie, and there's something so special about that. It was a joyous experience. 10 years, a decade of my life sporadically has been devoted to playing Nebula and being with my Guardians family, and so it's a really bittersweet feeling. I think we're all really proud of everything that we've done, but at the same time, you know, it's hard to say goodbye. I'm excited for people to see the conclusion of the trilogy. You know, all stories must come to an end, and this is it, and it's all culminating in this moment. And also, it's a really nice kind of conclusion for a lot of the characters, and I particularly am happy with Nebula's kind of arc and where she ends up in this film, a little bit of a lighter version of her personality this time around. So I've had quite a lot of fun with the comedy side, which has just been really fun for me.
I'm here for the fans. I'm here for my friends and James Gunn, and loving it, glad to be a part of it, and it's been really a lot of fun.
I am very excited to be sharing this movie with an audience, and I think that the thing that really defines the people that I've worked with in this film and the entire journey is that we really care, we really want to tell a great story, and we're all on the same page, and we work together to do that. And so I hope people like it. We've done our best, and here it is, you know. There's some surprises in this movie. You know, we dig into Rocket's past a little bit, and we also get to see what happens with Quill and Gamora since the events of the you know, Infinity Saga, and things have been mixed up. Things are jumbled a little for the Guardians. So I'm really excited for people to see that.
Oh my gosh, it's just so surreal to be on this purple carpet right now, and it's just so thrilling, and I'm just so excited to see the movie, and I'm beyond grateful to be here. Well, I feel that people are going to be crying and laughing a lot, and I feel like at one point it's going to be like an on and off switch. They're going to be laughing, crying, laughing, crying.
Well, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be honest, I'm going to discover everything right along with them, because except for the scenes I was in, I have literally not seen any of this movie. Everything to me is going to be a surprise. So whatever surprises you, audience, I'm right there with you. I'm going to be right there along with you.
We're here with Guardians of the Galaxy and Marvel, and I couldn't be more excited and happy to share this experience with all of the people from the cast and James Gunn, who is absolutely my, I don't know, role model as a human being, and it's just unbelievable, surreal. I'm beyond happy. It is. It's a lot of fun, and I think that's what Marvel, Disney, Guardians of the Galaxy have managed to do, to make you feel like even if you're scared about something, even if you feel like you're insecure in yourself, you feel like you're a misfit, underdog, you have to have a little bit of faith, and you'll find your people, your creatures, and things are gonna solve it themselves. So it's kind of a magical feeling, and it's been incredible. It's been fun, it's been heartfelt, it's been emotional to be around them, to work with them, because not only they're great actors and artists, they're also good human beings, and I think that's important. To have a good work, you need good people around.
Yeah, in fact, I think this one kind of stands out the most with that. This movie, to me, is the most emotional and the most spiritual I've seen, and it just really brings together all three movies. You know, it wraps it up really nicely with a bow.
Yeah, I was a huge fan of the Guardians franchise even before I joined the third movie. I just think James Gunn's writing and his aesthetic is just no one can compare. He just evokes something in people when they watch these movies. And so just given the opportunity to be a part of the third one, I didn't care if I was going to work craft services. When I got the call that I was joining, I was like, just put me in, coach, whatever. I will do whatever. Well, I'm excited for them to sort of see the whole story wrap up. You know, like people have seen the Guardians. You know, it's been, 10 years since the first movie came out. So people have really sort of like, there are people who've grown up with these characters and have really fallen in love with them. So I think it's really interesting to see the reactions to, you know, the storyline of Rocket and just how the Guardians family comes together to sort of like save one of their own.
The theme is really like the love between friends, like your found family, and what you would do when you learn who they are and where they come from, that you just love them more. And the idea of a found family is just like the through line through it all, and showing up for them. So I think we all identify with that, you know? And that's why I bawled like a baby, and will tonight as well.
To work with James and to have the opportunity to bring this third story to the public is just fantastic. It's been a real pleasure.
It was so beautiful to shoot. We had so much fun, but also it was very emotional. You know, it feels like an ending in some way, but I feel so grateful to have worked with James Gunn and with all the actors and to play this weird and interesting and layered character. And this movie is going to be so beautiful. I watched it and I cried so much. It was really, really, really beautiful, really moving. Yeah. And also you see like it's a family dynamic in different ways. We're like bickering at each other, but also we care for each other and we have to protect each other at all costs. So it brings something very emotional and something very funny at the same time, you know? I mean, on this particular one, you know, I think it's going to be really interesting to dive into Rocket's origin story, you know, what he's been through and all the trauma he's been through. And you see in the first movie, you know, at some point he takes off his jacket and he has like he has scars in his back, and now you understand why. So it's really, really a beautiful story and a beautiful homage to him, you know.
This is an absolute spectacle of the greatest proportions. This is amazing, and I'm living my 10-year-old's dream right now. I mean, I couldn't have thought of this being the way my life was going to go. It's amazing. It's amazing.
We're excited to bring everyone back, more jokes, more music, huge action, and give all these characters an incredible ending that like they deserve. I'm excited for everyone to see Rocket's story. I'm excited for everyone to see, you know, to remember to feel the fun that they felt in Guardians 1 and 2, and, you know, their appearances in Endgame and Infinity War. Yeah, just to get to hang around with these characters again, these characters that we really love. I'm excited for everyone to feel that.
I know, it's really crazy. I'm still kind of absorbing the fact that I'm in this thing and I'm part of the hard work. I'm really, really grateful. It's really cool, and to see what it means to the fans as well, and so many of them turning up in costume, and, you know, and obviously having been on this journey for near a decade, it's super special for them, and so it's really nice to kind of feed off that energy. Oh my gosh, so lucky, you know, to play a character that's kind of, I guess, as enigmatic as this, and that also has sort of, I don't know, a certain kind of like pre-established awareness around who he is and what he's going to be like, and obviously that comes with pressure, but that also comes with a really lovely kind of, I don't know, like a weight of responsibility that I kind of welcomed, and I'm really grateful to have had kind of bestowed on me. So I feel very grateful right now.
I mean, I loved the first two Guardians movies, so I was sold anyway. And I love working with James Gunn. He's the best. So, you know, it was a double whammy for me. As a composer, you know, anything to do with something this big, and it's in space, it's got all these great characters, it sort of writes itself, because you're thinking of, you know, I could have written it 5 times over. There was so many ideas, like I want to do that, or I want to do that, but it was a beautiful experience. You know, because I'm a fan. I'm a big Marvel fan. I'm a huge fan of the Guardian stuff. So, you know, it's been the best experience for me, like the best. I mean, James is probably the most musically savvy director I've ever worked with. You know, and he's open to anything. It's like whatever crazy idea you've got, it's like, oh, why don't we, you know, this might be bonkers, and he's like, let me hear it, you know. But he comes back with things that I would never have thought of. So more than any other director I've ever worked with, it's a real collaboration.
Oh, it's amazing. You know, I'm from London, so it's my first LA premiere, and it's super cool to see all the fans dressed up. I'm very, very happy to play Teefs. He's a great character, and he's very lovable. And everyone in our little scene, I think everyone's going to really love it.
Yeah, it's kind of feels, I can't believe it's been so many years. They were just talking about how many years have gone by. It feels like I just spoke with James Gunn about playing this character, and now we're at the final end of it. It's weird how time works. Yeah, it's been incredible. It's really been, I love Rocket a lot, and it was a real privilege to play him, to be a part of the team that is Rocket, and then to do in this last incarnation of Guardians, that they really were able to focus on his story meant a lot to me, to be able to help tell that. I think just how James is able to create the family dynamic again and again in new and fresh ways, and you just see how they all interact and live together and cohabitate in such a way that's unique and funny and dramatic, and you know, he's just a really wonderful storyteller.
I mean, this gift of Guardians keeps giving. I mean, first it was Comic-Con and that madness, and then here with this glorious, joyous madness. I don't have words for it. Some of the closest and dearest people in my life are here with me as guests, including my wife, and just seeing them enjoy it adds a lot for me because I don't have the words. So maybe they'll have the words, but I'm really loving this experience, yeah. I think whatever audiences loved about the first two, about these characters, their eccentricities, their proclivities, all that stuff, is that times 10 in this movie. We go deeper. I think watching it the other day, I saw the performances of the rest of the cast, and I was like, they've gone to places they haven't yet in the first two. So if you love them, you're going to end up loving them even more. Be ready to laugh and cry.
To be able to come here and celebrate our time together, not only having made this movie, but all of us together for over 10 years, having made the entire, you know, trilogy of films, is an amazing experience, and I just cannot wait to get in there and watch the movie with everybody. You know, I really love the you know, Rocket's backstory, and so I'm excited about people being able to see that, to meet these other characters, Floor and Teefs and Lila, you know, so I'm excited just for people to see the movie and, you know, say goodbye along with us.
I don't think I've ever been to a premiere that looks like this. The fans are incredible. It's so beautiful to me. It's totally unique to my experience with Marvel. I mean, the first time I went to Comic-Con, I'd never felt that kind of joy before, and I just think it's so powerful and special, and I don't take it for granted.
사인을 노룩으로 하시는 모습을 저희가 확인. 기다리는 이 순간도 정말 신나다. 호랑이 해를 의미하는 네, 저 또한 공개되지 않았던 캐릭터들의 숨겨진 이야기와 팀 네, 지금 폼 클레멘티프
Hello, Korea! You guys are the best in the world! We're so happy!
I love you all so much and I'm so excited to be here.
사랑해, Korea! 감사합니다!
Hi everyone! Thank you so much for your support. We wouldn't be here without you. We love you. Mantis loves you!
Mantis love you라고 해주셨는데요. Amazing. 여러분 가시기 전에 하나 더 할 게 있습니다. 바로 We Love. 좋습니다. 여러분들 이제 정말로 보내드릴 시간입니다. 우리 팀 가디언스 네 분에게 다시 한번 큰 박수와 환호 부탁드릴게요.
At the start of the movie, we find Peter Quill heartbroken. He's sad, he's despondent, he's drinking too much, and he's not able to be fully present to the needs of the Guardians of the Galaxy, which is one of the reasons they are vulnerable to attack. And he spends the rest of the movie trying to make that up to help a friend. For me, my favorite track is probably Do You Realize by the Flaming Lips. That's really good. And I also like the Florence and the Machine song at the end. I like Creep by Radiohead. There's a lot of good songs. Yeah. Of course. I think family is the... yes, I feel like they're a family, and I feel like I'm very lucky to have them as a family, because oftentimes you get thrown into a cast, and that's your family whether you like it or not. And with us, we have an immediate bond. It lasted forever, and it'll outlast. It'll stick with us our entire lives. It's so cool. Disneyland Paris is awesome. The Marvel campus is beautiful. There's thousands of people here. It's totally surreal. It feels fantastic. Well, who doesn't want to go to the movies? You don't want to wait until this is out on... I mean, you can watch it when it's on DVD and VOD or whatever if you want, but go see it in the movies. It's just a better experience. The screen's huge. The music's amazing. It's a shared communal experience, and then you can go to school and talk about it with all your friends.
It feels great. I'm going to bring my boys next week to be able to kick off the Marvel campus. I'm super stoked as an alumni now of it. And I'm living here in France. I love this country. It's the third production I'm doing. I'm working on a film with Jacques Audiard. I'm super stoked that Guardians was able to come here to Paris. So yeah, it feels really great. She's great. If you ask her, Gamora feels good. She's a bit confused as to why these misfits keep looking at her as if they know her. And even though she has no experience to base, how familiar they feel so familiar to her. And that is a very complex state to be in. And it was quite interesting to get into this new Gamora. It was fresh. Oh my gosh, there's a really unique rendition of Creep, Radiohead's Creep, and I think it's pretty awesome. And there's the Beastie Boys are there, and I'm a huge fan of the Beastie Boys as a New Yorker myself. And there's Florence and the Machine. There's a lot of songs that I've grown up loving that James Gunn really found meaning for the Guardians in, and I just can't wait for fans to watch it. I think they can expect the same thing that happened in Volume 2 and Volume 1, to be entertained, to be taken for a ride, to shed a tear, to laugh out loud with your mouth open, and to dance.
I love being in France. For me, particularly, my career in many ways started in Cannes in 1995. So it always feels good to come back to this country and celebrate the films that I'm in or I'm a part of. This is the first time I've ever been to this Marvel extravaganza. It's very exciting. And I always love the anticipation that people have for seeing Guardians and Groot, and I think it's all. I've been lucky that there's a moment that's in this movie that's a delightful surprise. I think it's very important to see it on the big screen. I think it's that's what these movies are made for. They're made for that collective cinematic experience where we all go to the audience, we all go to the theater, and we embrace the story and we take part in the storytelling together. Don't watch this on your couch. Go to the movies.
I was standing up on that jet just looking out at all of these people on the Avengers campus, and I was like, we're so lucky that we get to experience this. This is not a normal movie premiere. This is something so much bigger. And it's just, I'm appreciating every moment because I know that this is also the final chapter and the last time we're going to be doing this, so it's kind of emotional actually. So we meet Nebula after, the death of her father Thanos that we saw in Endgame, Avengers. So she's actually starting to heal a little bit from the trauma inflicted by her father. So she's starting to accept love a little bit more. She's more able to show other people love, which kind of manifests in a slightly lighter personality. It's like a weight has been lifted from her and she's slightly more humorous now and able to show emotion more. Absolutely. This really genuinely does feel like a family. We've been through so much, so many years together, so many movies, so many adventures. And yeah, we're just, we're so close. It's been a very bonding experience, and I'm going to miss getting to see these guys every day, but we're going to definitely see each other all the time. This is going to be an epic adventure. It's going to be one last adventure for the Guardians. It's the final chapter, but it's so much fun and exciting, but also emotional because it's the end. And I would say that it's important to see it on the big screen because this is a big, huge popcorn movie. You're meant to sit with other people, eat popcorn, and have a shared experience on a big, huge screen with the volume way up.